So I'm just going to share some of the information that's on the Art of Living Retreat Center website. And I wrote this as well in the application. So you can, if you want to refer back to this without watching the video, you can read it there. Because sometimes I think it's important for us to know why things are helpful. I personally just jump into things like, oh, I want to try and it seems fun, or I like to have the personal experience, but other people like to know reasons. So for all the pittas out there, so pitta, like the fire in the mind, the intellectual person, the intellectual part of everybody's mind, this is why we're doing this, for their physical health. So this technique builds internal heat, which helps release tight areas of the body, thus making it less prone to injuries while stretching. At the same time, by taking deep breaths to expand the lungs further than usual, circulation increases and toxins are released from the inner organs. Further benefits include strengthening the immune system and improving sleep. Furthermore, this type of breath provides us assistance in controlling high blood pressure and thyroid problems. So all while rejuvenating the nervous system. How's that? It is important also to, when you're doing these kind of pranayamas, sometimes we get a little bit dry and we are detoxing the system. So sipping on some water throughout the practice, taking time to hydrate is really recommended, okay? Number 2, flow of energy. Flow of energy is really important for how our truck runs. So imagine that our stomach is the engine and that our eyes are the windshield wipers and that our heart is the battery and that what could be our spark plugs. It's just like each part of our body has its own function that helps everything run together so that we can function in this world. So just like any piece of machinery that you've ever worked on, there is different components of that machinery that they all need to run smoothly. They all need to have like their energy flowing well, no stagnant pipes, no stagnant, no like breaks in the current, and everything needs to be doing its role perfectly so that the machinery can run perfectly. When everything runs perfectly, it runs longer time, more efficient, and it's just a more user-friendly experience. And that is the same with our own machinery. So getting to know the different parts of our machinery, and taking care of it and making sure that the energy is flowing all throughout properly and efficiently will help our experience in this body, okay? In this body, in this mind, and in the spirit. In our body, we have about 42,000 different nadis. Nadis is a Sanskrit word for channels. So we have different channels, energetic channels that go all throughout the body. And there's little points or intersections of these channels. They're called marma points. In the Chinese medical system, they call them acupuncture points. You might have heard about that. You might have even had acupuncture therapy before. And in marma therapy, which is connected to the Ayurvedic system, is like we would move pranic energy just with our fingers or a piece of wood and clear out that stagnant energy. But also just breathing, you can clear out this energy. You can clear this stagnant energy. And when we have this old energy, stagnant energy, it makes us more tired, and it kind of gives us brain fog, and it doesn't allow our machinery to run to its 100%. So by doing these breathing exercises, it can clear out this energy, and it can give us more energy. It can make us feel more positive. So that's pretty cool, right? So number 3 is relieving stress. So you can try this yourself to see if it works for you. For me, I would say this is factual because it does help me to relieve my stress. I live by the beach. I love the ocean. I love the sound of the ocean. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel calm. And this breath also has a name called the ocean breath because when we're breathing it in and out, it kind of has this rhythmic flow that like the ocean. Oh, and it's so powerful when you have a group of people practicing this breath together. It sounds so good, and it's so calming. I really hope that you have this opportunity one day. Maybe one day you guys can all come down to have a retreat with me here in Mexico, and we can practice this breath, and we can have the ocean sound behind us, and it'll be lovely. It's important for us to practice the breath and see how it makes us feel. So it is said to release stress, irritation, frustration, and I have personally tried this when I have felt frustrated, irritated, when I felt agitated, and it did help improve my mood. It did help calm me down, and it's even helped shift my mind and energy into being more positive going forward and having like a lovely day. So I challenge you guys to practice this breath as part of your morning routine, but also use this breath when you are feeling frustrated or agitated, and just check it, and see if it does help. And to be honest, I'll share a little secret with you. Sometimes people, do I want to share a secret with you? Yeah, okay, I'll share a secret with you. When I was working, and you have like the full face mask on, especially you have your tinted glasses and whatever else, sometimes work can get pretty freaking frustrating sometimes, like you're doing shitty work in shitty environment. It sounds really negative, but sometimes you're doing things that are really dirty. Okay, so you're doing dirty work in a dirty environment, and sometimes there's shitty attitudes around you. And if you're part of a team that not everybody is on the same page, and not everybody is trying to get to the end result, and they're making puppies, okay, let's say that, then it can be really frustrating. So what you can do, or maybe it's like really hot, or maybe it's really heavy, or maybe you're in a lot of pain and your arthritis is flared up that day, or maybe you got some non easy to be around coworkers, some beaver butts, and you you're not into what you're doing. You don't like the situation you're in. You don't feel this is what your God created you to do, and you feel frustrated. It's okay to feel frustrated, but you can take the action to take control, to try to switch that energy, try to switch your mind, and just at least try to come into your body enough and to calm your emotions enough that you can make it through, because you're going to make it through. You chose to be doing that job for some reason, either it's because it's good money, or because you're helping to share information with people, you're helping to do something good for other people, you're supporting your province, whatever it is, there's a reason that you're doing that job. So come to your breath, try this breath out, see how it feels, and then the day's gonna be better. And just maybe try manifesting to maybe get into a different crew for the next dirty job. But yeah, I would do this breath a lot if I was feeling frustrated. And nobody knows you're doing it either. If you're with your mask on, nobody knows you're doing anything different. You can sing mantras even, you can say prayers. You can do a lot behind that mask and nobody has a clue. The next beneficial thing, number 4, that this breath helps you enhance is your focus. So when you are using this breath during anything that you're doing, it can help you keep a stability about your mind and your energy flow, so that you have a little bit more focus and endurance and stability to the action at hand. So if you're doing this at work, it can help you consistently do whatever you're doing. If you're like hammering things, if you're screwing things, if you're lifting things, carrying things, it can help you keep a steady flow into it. So you can get even sweeping coming into your body, and the stability of the breath can really enhance any type of motion that you're doing. That's a consistent motion. In yoga, it helps a lot of different lineages. I was talking about Ashtanga yoga. It's people in Ashtanga use this breath the whole practice. And it also helps in Vinyasa, Hatha, or like just in like the asanas or the postures that I'm showing you in the sun salutations. Trying to use this breath, inhaling, exhale down, inhale halfway up, exhale half forward fold, inhale. That can help you do your postures. It can also be supportive in your morning warm-up. Inhale, exhale right ear to right shoulder, inhale, exhale left ear to left shoulder, inhale, and then moving around, especially helps with the neck movement. And this is really activating the Ujjayi, or the Vishuddha chakra. So using this breath in your morning warm-up and in the asanas can help. And then you can actually just do that. You can sit and do this practice, or you can do it while you're doing those mobile things. Number 5 is meditation. The constriction of the back of the throat creates these vibrations that stimulate the larynx, and that causes sensory receptors to be sent to the vagus nerve that helps to bring a calming action to the body. Also, the contraction in the back of the throat exerts a gentle pressure on the carotid sinuses, which helps to relax the neck, leading to reduced tension. So this is good even when you're working just on the computer or on your phone for a while. Sometimes you get tension in the neck. So doing this breath can also help to release tension in the neck and the head. And using this breath is also very nice to do when we're doing restorative postures, or we're doing some postures that are that we hold for a longer time, to allow us to deeper go into the posture and release even more tension. So also, if you're working and let's say you're in some smaller spot and you're hammering things, or you're moving something or cleaning something out, and you have to wait there for a bit while your partner goes and grabs another tool, or you have to wait on something, just going into this breath can allow you to relax your body as you're in that posture. And in that posture, when you're in that small space or you're in that weird situation waiting, trying to find your body into maybe a child's pose or some kind of comfortable position, a forward fold if you have the chance, and using this breath can help to relax your body and release some tension as you're waiting in that moment. So you can take the opportunities of maybe where you be uncomfortable and bring comfort and release to these situations. This is what I'm trying to, I feel so inspired to allow people to know, is that throughout the day we have countless opportunities where we can either be holding tension and accumulating tension, or we can be reducing tension and releasing. And the more you reduce and release, and you allow that to come into the present moment, then the more that you can just keep your energy positive and stay in flow state.